Okay, a front squat. So to set up for a front squat, again, we need to make sure that the height of the bar is appropriate for your height. Now with a front squat, we're going to give you two options in terms to hold that bar. To start with, we're going to show you a correct front rack, and then we'll give you a variation to that in case you're not able to get yourself into a front rack position, which is actually quite common. So step number one is to duck up under that bar, having your hands shoulder width apart. You'll then push the front of your shoulders into the bar and your fingertips are hooked just under the bar here. So the weight is taken through the front of your shoulders, your fingertips are up underneath for support. You can see here that elbow position. The elbows need to be pushed high, they're not low, okay? We need to be able to point those elbows towards the mirror. Now to work through this lift, our next step is to take a big deep breath in at the top of our movement. We squeeze those abdominal muscles again and we keep those squeezed tight all the way down through the movement. We then, as we would with a back squat, we're pushing our hips back as if we're reaching for a seat. Again, keeping those feet shoulder width apart and knees aren't coming forward of the toes. We drive up from the bottom of our movement. Again, once we're a couple of inches up from the bottom, we can then blow that breath out before we reset at the top again. Now, as I said, not every single person can get themselves into this front rack position, so we're going to give you a little bit of a variation. Okay, so our variation for a front squat is going to look exactly like this. So we still take the bar across the nice strong part of our shoulders. The difference is we're going to cross those arms over the top of the bar rather than have them hooked up underneath. So we're crossing them over, we're putting a little bit of downwards pressure on the bar so that the bar can't move anywhere. We still keep our elbows nice and high, and then we work through exactly the same squat movement as before, ensuring that we keep those elbows high throughout the whole movement. That makes sure that the bar cannot roll down your arms. Our breath and everything still stays exactly the same. It's just the variation on that position there.